In this video, we will be discussing the measures of central tendency. This includes the mean, median, and mode. Let's get started. Okay, first we're going to look at the measures of central tendency. So that has to do with, in just simple terms, average. There are three measures of average that we deal with most often, which is known as, let's draw this out, the mean, the median, and the mode. So we have mean, median, and mode. Those are the three most common measures of central tendency, or in other words, three measures of average. The most common one we think about is mean. And let's look at a basic example to understand how to calculate each of these measures, and also the pros and cons to these. We'll discuss some basic things involving mean, median, and mode. So let's imagine we have a pretty basic data set where we have, let's just say 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and something a bit more extreme, 10. We'll jump up really high. Okay, so if we wanted to find the mean, we would just add up all the data values. The mean, we just add up all the data values. And then we divide by the total number of data values. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different data values. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 3. And then plus 2 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. Plus 10 is 20. So that's 20 divided by 7, which comes out to, calculate that. That would be approximately 2.9. Okay, so we'll discuss and compare the mean, median, mode after we calculate the median and the mode. So the median, you have to order the data values first from smallest to largest, which we already have, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 10, smallest to largest. Then you just look at the middle data value. So you would notice that in ordering these, we have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. So the middle data value is the 2. So the median in this case is 2. The middle value in your data set. And we've already discussed in this video median when we were talking about the 5-number summary and building a box plot. The median was the third out of the third statistic out of the 5. We didn't discuss how to calculate it, but we did mention median before. It's also known as Q2. Now the mode. Let's calculate the mode. The mode, there's not much calculation involved here at all. All you have to look at is the most commonly occurring data value. The most commonly occurring data value, notice that there's 3 of these. There's 3 1s. There's 2 2s. There's just 1 3. And then there's 1 10. So the most commonly occurring data value out of all of the whole data set is 1. So that is the mode. The mode is the most commonly occurring data value. And you can kind of understand why this in some ways would be considered the average. Average is the most commonly occurring value, the center of the data set. It's if we're talking about central tendency, these all kind of represent central tendency. These are the 3 most common measures the central tendency. I would say mean is the most common, median is the next most common, and then mode is not used as often at all. But these are 3 measurements. Now the mean is most useful when you don't have any outliers. An outlier is an extreme value. I mean, I won't calculate the outlier as I discussed just a few minutes ago in the video for this data set. But as you can see, you can kind of imagine 10 is probably an outlier. This data value up here is probably an outlier because it just jumps up really high beyond the rest of the data values. It goes 1s and then 2s and 3s and then a 10. And there's nothing in between. So that's probably an outlier. So the mean is actually affected by outliers because it's used in the calculation. As you can see, we add the 10, and in that calculation, the mean is actually being pulled over to the right by any outliers, by the 10. So that is one reason why the mean is larger than the median. So if there's any outliers, the median is a better, the more accurate statistic if we're wanting to know the average, because it's not affected by outliers. And usually you don't want to take into consideration any outliers when you're trying to find the average. So the median is good because it only looks at the middle value, and it takes everything out that's not in the middle, and it doesn't use that into consideration when you're trying to find the average. So when there are no outliers that exist in your data set, then we would prefer mean. Mean is good because it takes into consideration all the data values, but there's drawbacks because there may be outliers that exist. So avoid using mean if there's any outliers. And then there's mode. It's just the least common measure of central tendency. Okay, there's the quick introduction to mean, median, and mode.